This show is brought to you in partnership with Ticketmaster, the home of UK comedy. From your favourite stand-up comedians to rising TikTok talent and local comedy clubs, you can find it all at ticketmaster.co.uk/comedy.
Hello and welcome to the Comedy Store Live, the show where you experience the most sought-after and hilarious comedians straight from the greatest comedy club in the world, the Comedy Store London. Once again, we've got three brilliant comedians for you. Coming up, we have Naomi Cooper and Matt Stellingwerf. But up first, it's Prince Abdi.
I'm from South London. I don't know, that means all the kids in my area do it, so why not? I'm at that age now where I don't like to fight, I don't like to get into confrontation. I dress like this, man. I hate fighting and that. This happened recently. I was in northwest London and I saw loads of youth just running like towards my direction. I tried to get out of the way, but one of the youth just tripped right in front of me. He gets up, they all come back. They're like, fuck you doing, bro? Fuck you doing, bro? I panicked. I was like, I'm looking for my stick. Have you seen my stick? And they were so nice, they start looking for the stick for me. They're like, oh, he's blind, bro. Let's help him out. Let's help him out, bro. And then they left, and then 10 minutes later, they saw me driving. So that's how I grew up, South London, Brixton to be precise. It's nice, man. I like it there. Round the corner, my parents live around the corner. They live in Dulwich. She was like, oh, nice. It's just different. I mean, yeah, it's not better or worse. It's different. I'll tell you, just the other day I went to see my parents, and I'm on their road. I see a lady parking her car. It was a tight space. She went out the window. She called the guy over. She went, excuse me, would you care to help me park my car? I'm having trouble. And he goes, certainly. That's the noise he made. So he crosses the road. She comes out of the car. He goes in the car. He parks the car, comes out of the car, gives her the keys back. I'm just saying, it's a different area to Brixton. That's all I'm saying. I always go and see my parents, man. I was talking to my old man. My old man is a Brexiteer. He voted for Brexit. I know there's some Brexiteers here too, so I just don't want to say it. But my dad still talks about it. Like, it's a bit annoying. Like, you know, Brexit's over now. That's what he does. He talks about Brexit. I had to stop him. I'm like, Dad, stop talking about Brexit, man. I want to know how you are. Why you keep talking about Brexit? He looked at me. He's like, because there are too many foreigners in this country. They have to go back to where they are from. Brexit means Brexit. And now they're letting the Ukrainians into the country. Oh, sorry, guys. My dad's from Birmingham. I can't do the accent. Yeah, like being in London, I think certain things starting to annoy me. Like maybe I'm getting older. Like for example, I don't know if you have this experience, like being on a bus or a tube or a train, and there's somebody playing loud music on their phone. I hate that. This happened recently. I'm on a bus in Brixton because that's how I roll, and it's just cheaper. I got a car, I don't drive. So I was on the bus and there was a youth playing loud music, really loud, right? And the bus was packed and we were all scared of this kid. He was like 16, 17 years old. We were scared to tell him to turn it down. None of us said anything, right? So we're just sitting there, right? And about 5, 6 stops in, this all changed. This gay guy got on. He was the only one who was brave enough to say something. He was a gangster. As soon as he got on, he was like, where's the music coming from? Where's it coming from? And out of everyone, he looked at me. I'm a snitch. I was like, over there, bruv. Right there. And this is how he called him. He goes, excuse me, rude boy. Rude boy. Then he goes, music off, thank you. And everybody in the bus just looked down. They were like, oh, shit. And then the youth was like, he turned over, he's like, what did you say, bruv? What the fuck did you say, bruv? The gay guy, no fear. He goes, come on, rude boy, if you're big enough. He started singing Rihanna to him. Then the youth got up and everybody's like, oh shit. Then he walked over straight to the gay dude, right? And this is why you can't really threaten gay people, because he was like, hey, listen, bruv, yeah, I'll fuck you up now. Gay guy was like, oh, yes, please. It's been a while. The youth was like, I'm fucking serious. Ooh, tiger! And then everybody on the bus were laughing, like we couldn't help ourselves. So the youth, they don't like that kind of attention, people laughing at them. So he went to get off the bus, but just before he got off, he turned around one last minute and he went, "Watch your back, yeah, watch your back." And the guy was like, "Never." And then we gave him a big round of applause. He was like a hero. A big round of applause, man. And then he stopped us. He was like, "Guys, stop clapping." He goes, "I'm not even gay." It's pretty cool. I'm terrified of youths. I don't know why. Just terrified. I've got a teenage brother. My brother's 19. Yeah. He thinks he's a gangster. He's like that age. "Yeah, bro, get me. That's a bad man, innit?" Genuinely thinks he's a gangster, man. He's not so like, he lives with my parents, and they kicked him out recently, but they won't tell me why. So he just came. He was just he's at the door, like it's like 3 a.m. He's just like this. "Yeah, bro," just talking to himself. Bad man, innit? So I opened the door. I was like, "What are you doing here?" And he goes, "They kicked me out, innit, bro?" I was like, "Who kicked you out?" He goes, "Mum and Dad, innit?" I was like, "I know they kicked you out, but what happened?" I kid you not. He goes, "It's because I'm black, innit, bro?" I swear. That is what he said to me. I was like, "Listen, sometimes we can pull out the race card. This ain't the time!" I don't know his friends. I don't know what he's up to most of the time. You know? I remember the next day, we're just having breakfast, right, at my place, and he just goes to me randomly, weren't even talking about this. He goes, "I hate dogs." I was like, "What?" He goes, "I hate dogs." I was like, "Why do you hate dogs?" He goes, "Because dogs snitch." I was like, "What do you mean dogs snitch?" He goes, "You never go to the airport and see a cat looking for drugs." I was like, "Do you do drugs?" He goes, "That's not the point, bro. You're only asking me because I'm black, innit?" He's obsessed, my brother. But this is the main reason, like just the other day as well, like he goes to me, he came over again, right, like this, like at the door. "Yeah, bro." I was like, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "I got a new business for us. I got a new business, me and you. Yeah, I got a new business for me and you." I was like, "Okay, well, tell me the business." He goes, "We go to rich areas, yeah, like Dulwich and Richmond, all kind of areas, yeah. No, not Dulwich, because parents live there, innit?" He goes, "We go to like rich areas, yeah, and like when like those rich people are not looking, yeah, we steal their pets." And then he goes, "Specifically, their dogs." I was like, "How's that a business?" He goes, "Rich people love their dogs, bruv. So if you steal it, yeah, they're going to advertise it missing with a reward. And then that's when you take the dog back to them, say you found it, and that's how you get your cash money." I was like, that is not a bad idea. It's a great idea. I'm in. Before I go, I want to give you a little advice. If you want to be safe in London, because London can be, you know, if you want to be safe in London, act crazy. Honestly, people will leave you the fuck alone. I saw a guy do that, man. He did it so amazing. It was like night bars. This guy was minding his own business. There's a few seats in front of me, just sitting down. And then this youth could go on with like 2 hoodies. I don't know why he had 2 hoodies, just go on. Maybe he just had a bad day, but he started on the guy for no reason. He goes, "Oh, you, fuck you looking at?" The guy goes, "Potential friend?" I've never seen a youth get off the bus so quickly. Then the guy turned to him and was like, "That was close, that was..." Enjoy the rest of the night, guys. Thank you very much. My name's Prince Abdi. God bless you. Good night.
Prince Abdi. Up next, we have the fantastic Naomi Cooper.
Hello, how are we? We good? Yeah. Look at you with all your fucking energy. Oh, Jesus. I'm a bit depressed, guys. Thank you. That's so much more than my parents gave me. I didn't know I was depressed, and then I went through my phone this morning, and 9 out of my last 10 text messages have been from Domino's, which is just not a sexy time in a woman's life, you know? The phone goes late on a Thursday night or something. You go, "See, someone does love me. Oh, I'm a fat fuck." That's what that is. So, they're not even sending me like the good texts, you know, like the offers and the deals. No, they're sending me things like, another one already, are you sure? Have you stopped crying yet? And my personal favourite, you okay, hun? That was a lot of cheese. I am getting older, And a lot of my friends at my age now, my friends are excellent adults, right? They're getting married, they're buying houses, you know, they're spawning, all this shit. They're very pleased with themselves. I'm very pleased for them, but I have a little societal problem with this, which is basically every time something doesn't happen to me, but something great happens to my friends, I have to buy them a present. And that's so obviously backwards. Do you know what I mean? Like, why isn't someone coming to my house and going, Naomi, I'm so sorry, but Dave proposed. So we're going to spend the rest of our lives together in love. But don't worry, I bought you this Joe Malone candle. And I hope it helps with the misery wanks, you know. Enjoy your dominoes, you know. It's fucking sad. No. Wonderful, my friends. They're very supportive people. Very important to have supportive people in your life, isn't it? My friends are very supportive. They say lovely supportive things. Like, I think you're really lucky, Naomi, because I actually would have loved to have had a go at dating in later life. Would you? Look at you, you're so brave. Go and fuck yourself. No, Naomi. I am serious, darling. Like, what is it called? Tinder? My God, that sounds like fun. I would have loved to have given that a crack. But you see, my problem is, such a shame, I just met my Jonathan when I was so young, you know? The first year at uni, I was still a baby, you know? I've just spent my whole adult life being loved and adored and cherished and celebrated, you know? I never really had a chance to be desperate, pathetic, you know, lonely or suicidal, and my God, I would have loved to have given it a pop. I just always want to say to these bitches, it's not too late. It's not too late. We can swap, let's swap one night, right? I'll spend tonight in your house, which you own because you bought it with your money. Your nice husband who has all his own hair and a job, right? And you can go out on my date this evening with the man who's saved in my phone as Alleyway Simon. Let's see who has the better night, yeah? Don't judge me, sir. You've got to have a system, otherwise it's chaos, right? No, very, very supportive, very supportive. I got a great phone call from my friend Becky. It was a while ago, but I'll never forget it. She'd been nominated by the other girls to talk to me. Yeah, so you know it's bad, because I'd been out gallivanting, right, which I think means slut. Whoops. Okay. I tripped and fell on the cock. Woo, you know, like it's... Anyway, she rang me, she was very concerned. And she said, Naomi, you know, the girls and I have been talking and we're very worried about you, you know, when you go back to a random man's house late at night. And I was like, you make it sound like I do it a lot. I only do it a couple of nights a week. And she was like, no, but Naomi, seriously, are you being careful? Are you being safe? Are you being responsible? I was like, of course I am. I'm a strong, independent, modern woman, right? Thank you, that shouldn't get a laugh. What I like to do, guys, and we can all share this, right? If we're not laughing, we're learning, all right? What I like to do when I go back to a strange man's house late at night is on the way there, just take note, clock where all the CCTV cameras are, yeah? And then just make sure hair and makeup's looking good. Stand up straight, tummy in, nice smile, yeah? Because those are the pictures they'll use on the news if I go missing, guys, yeah? Yeah. I want it to be clear why they took me. Yeah. And all the other murderers to be a bit jealous. No, 38's fine, it's fine. I mean, I'm getting a bit older, you know, like the hangovers start to become kind of biblical, you know, little things happen. Like last night I was in McDonald's at the drive-thru at 3 a.m. and they refused to serve me because I wasn't in a car. And then I cried, so they served me, which made me cry. And then I got home and realised it wasn't Domino's and I really sobbed. It's getting sad, guys. And like last weekend, I was actually in hospital. Thank you. We're still friends, like it. I had to go to A&E, right? Because I had a very painful, very upset stomach. And don't worry, I'm not going to be graphic about it. I'm not going to be gross about it. But I will say I probably owe my toilet a nice bottle of wine, some flowers or something, because shit got pretty unpleasant, or literally. And I ended up in A&E, right? They gave me something for the pain. And then this beautiful blonde female doctor came into my cubicle, right? And I'm no lesbian, but she was a tasty pavlova. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really wanted her to love and respect me. And she came in and she went, Naomi, I'm so sorry, but I'm afraid I have to give you a rectal exam. So I went, oh, God, yes, say it again. I didn't. Of course I didn't. Of course I didn't. I did. No, I said, look, you're the doctor. Do what you've got to do. And she said, no, Naomi, a rectal exam is where I take my fingers and I put them in your rectum. And I went, thank you for clearing that up for me. Because I had no idea what was about to unfold. That really is very illuminating. Thank you. And thank you for the close-up of your manicure. Very pretty and sharp looking. And then I had to undress from the waist down. And when you're an adult, that's as bad as it gets. Naked from the waist down. Like, no good is going to come of this. This is not a good look for anybody unless maybe you're a cartoon duck. Do you know what I mean? And then do you leave your socks on and look even more ridiculous? Or do you take your socks off and look like maybe you're hoping for a cuddle afterwards? You know, I don't know the etiquette. But that was what she said to me. She said, undress from the waist down and pop on the bed. And I got all emotional because those are some of the last words my ex-boyfriend ever said to me. But I was on the bed being a big girl, and she came in and she said, lovely stuff, Naomi. Now bring your knees into your chest. Roll over. Face the wall. Don't move or speak. And brace yourself. And I burst into tears because those are actually the exact last words my ex-boyfriend ever said to me. But I did it. I was staring at the wall. I was trying to distract myself. I was trying to think of something else. And she leaned over, right? And I could feel her lovely curtain of hair resting on my shoulder. And this, minty fresh breath tickling my ear. And then a strange scent of cherry filled the room. It was magical. She leaned right over, guys. And she said, I'm going to put my fingers in your anus now. And for some reason I'll never understand, I responded as if she was a waitress recommending a baked camembert. And I went, that sounds lovely. Thank you, too, though. Tap water when you get a chance. But if you ever have to go through that, if you haven't already, do take heart. It was over in seconds, and it honestly didn't even feel like there was anything inside me, which, again, reminded me of my ex-boyfriend, but cheered me up. So, every cloud. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Naomi Cooper, everybody. We'll be back with your final act straight after this.
This show is brought to you in partnership with Ticketmaster, the home of UK comedy. From your favourite stand-up comedians to rising TikTok talent and local comedy clubs, you can find it all at ticketmaster.co.uk/comedy.
Welcome back. And now for this week's final act, please welcome to the stage, Matt Stellingwerf.
Yeah, man. How are you guys doing? You good? Yeah. Rock and roll, man. My name's Matt. I'm going to chat to you for a bit, then we'll all fuck off. Sound good? All right, I'm digging it. Loving being here in London, man. Big fan of your fucking city. Favourite part of London? The Tube. Big fan of the Tube, mate, right? Favourite part, hands down, the train doors on the Tube. Oh! Because if you've lived here your whole life, you might not realise this, but everywhere else on Earth, an automatic door will stop when it senses someone standing in the middle of it. Not in this fucking city, they don't. Even when they hit you, they don't immediately bounce back. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there, sir. I swear there's a moment where they double down. Like, you fucking what, mate? And I think my favourite part is when you're stuck in those doors, Londoners will do fuck all. I respect that. 109-year-old Nobel Peace Prize winner, slowly having her arm sawn off on the Central Line. Londoners in their seats like, well, life comes at you fast, Barbara. You get fucked, mate. I don't... And then when the doors, do open, it's not the one door that you got caught in, it's every door on the entire fucking train. Just so everyone knows a Canadian tourist's backpack just got fucking nailed somewhere. I was on the tube the other day and the train doors did that close, open, close. I couldn't see who got caught. And then there was this beautiful English moment where the train driver came over the tannoy system and just went bing bong. Hi to the woman who pushed the pram, presumably with her own child inside, through the closing doors of my train. Can you please take a moment to explain to everyone in your carriage why you thought that was a risk worth taking? Thank you. Woo! I like it, man. I do. I live over here. I like your country, man. I like what you've done with the place. I mean, fuck me, the wheels are coming off at the moment, but it's been a good run, you know. You got rid of Boris. Good for you, man, that dodgy prick. Well, look, with Boris, we can all agree on two things. One, he can be funny, right? I'm not going to deny that. Game recogniseth game, as they say, right? But two, with Boris, regardless of your political views, we can all agree that motherfucker's about as trustworthy as the cooking time on the back of oven chips, right? Some oven chip aficionados down here, good to know. Not much laughter behind you, a load of Waitrose shoppers confused. We'll have to ask the chef about that joke when we get home, Marjorie, I don't know. Did M&S even do oven chips? No, it was a rosti, Nigel. We had a rosti. We all been lied to by oven fries, man. When do you want chips? Now it's the only time to fucking want them. You turn over the packet, it's like, just 220 degrees Celsius for 14 to 16 minutes. Or until crispy. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm choosing B until crispy. I've never had oven chips ready in less than an hour and a half, okay? And I know there'll be some well-to-do skinny people in the room going, no, Matt, no. If you follow the instructions on the packaging of oven fries and lay them out in a single layer with gaps in between so that the heat can circulate, then they will actually crispen up in 14 to 16 minutes. Mate, if the amount of chips you want fits in a single layer with gaps, you're the problem with this fucking country, right? Up your game! There's only one way to cook oven chips. You pour in what you think is enough for just you, then look in the bag and see that there are 3 left in it and go, well, fuck it. Pour them all into the same oven tray till they're 4 inches deep, then put them in a cold, unpreheated oven and get angry that they're not ready in a quarter of an hour, like fucking McCones. But I do like it here, man. I've actually been here long enough. I recently got my indefinite leave to remain, sat and passed my life in the UK test. Thank you, ma'am. Any other immigrants in the room sat the life in the UK exam? All right, staying near the back, close to the door. Good for you, mate, all right? Get out if shit kicks off. I understand it. So British people, a lot I've found don't understand this, right? So at the end of your visa, once you've been here for at least 5 years, if you qualify and you've got to pay like $5,000 or some shit, and then you have to sit an exam on British culture and history, right? Like genuinely, even like in-demand professions have to do it. So there are literally like doctors, teachers and nurses that have been thrown out of this country because they didn't know Henry VIII's fucking birthday, right? Which is, mate? Don't know. It's June 28th, 1491. Well, you get the fuck out my country, you slag. Fucking hell, mate. These lumberjacks, right? They think because they're fucking born here, they can fucking stay here. You get on the barge to Rwanda, you cunt. Right? So... I'll be honest, I'm not even sure if you're British. Normally I would say that to the front row, but this is a very, it would look weird if I went to this front row and went, get the fuck out of my country, you sags. It's a different energy, brother. I had to spot a whitey. I'm sorry, man. You might be fucking Canadian. I don't know. I haven't been watching the gig. Think I was going to roll the dice with that joke with this motherfucker? You insane? I've become a real big fan of British pornography, okay? Yeah, okay. Do we have any fans of British porn in? Okay, that's... Brexit means Brexit. Support local industries, okay? And British porn is such a local industry. It's just so much more relatable. It's so much better, right? American porn is made in Miami Beach or LA. French porn is made in Paris. Apparently Britain's entire porn industry is within a 2-mile radius of Bolton town centre. I don't know why. Every British porn star has a Lancashire accent, and you haven't lived until you've watched someone come on another person's face and then go, oh, you all right, love? They're so much more relatable, man. They don't even have porn star names here. America, it's like, oh, hey, Shakira, Alexa Steele. British porn titles are like, oh, watch Barbara get double-teamed by Kevin and Ian. And you're like, oh! Watch American porn, you're like, oh, she's a supermodel. Oh, he's a bodybuilder. There's no way either of them are going to fix that dishwasher, you know? Watch British porn, you're like 100% guarantee all 3 of them are scaffolders. 100%. Look at the calluses on her hands, you know. But I'll say this before I go. The best thing about British porn in this delicate age, it makes you feel good about yourself. No other pornography does that, right? You watch foreign porn, you feel like shit. You're like, oh, I don't have a 6-pack. Oh, I don't have a 12-inch penis. Oh, I can't afford a pool with a sexy pool boy, right? You watch 3 British porn stars go and hammer and tongs in the kitchen of a 2-bed ex-council flat in Wigan. You're looking around the back scene and you're like, oh, these motherfuckers don't even have an air fryer. You know, I got to go now, guys, because I've fulfilled my contractually obligated time and I don't get paid more for staying long. I've been Matt Stellingwerf. Good night. See you again.
And that's all from the Comedy Store this week. Thank you to all the acts we had in this week's episode. We've had Prince Abdi, Naomi Cooper, and Matt Stellingwerf. We'll be back next week with 3 more brilliant comedians for you. If you'd like to join us at the iconic Comedy Store in London's West End or at one of our on-the-road shows throughout the UK and Europe, head to ticketmaster.co.uk and search Comedy Store. Thanks for joining us. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment and tell your friends, and we'll see you next week.